Hey everyone, it's Chase, and once again, it's been a while. Where the heck have I been? Well, that's why I wanted to make this video. I don't like just randomly vanishing and leaving you guys in the dark for months at a time, so I wanted to make this video to kind of answer some questions. Today, I'm gonna kind of just give my current thoughts on Splatoon 3 and how I feel about the current state of the game. There won't really be any structure to this or anything. I will literally just be yapping about whatever I can think of regarding the game, so go grab a snack or something and let's get started. So I'll just say this right off the bat because I know most of you want to know, did I quit Splatoon 3? The answer to that is yes, for now. I say for now because it wouldn't take a whole lot for me to come back, but we'll get to that a bit later. But yeah, I guess I should go over why I quit the game. There's a good amount of reasons. So first, I'll go over why I quit competitive Splatoon 3. Some of you might not even know that I was playing competitive Splatoon the past 2 years because I don't really post much comp-related stuff on this channel nowadays, but I was posting a lot more of that on my second channel when I was playing. I guess my main problem with comp that ultimately led to me quitting was what I see a lot of other comp players saying right now, which is just that the meta got really stale. More specifically, just seeing pencils in every single comp game was so mind-numbing. Or I guess pencil wasn't the issue, but more so just Tacticooler itself. Obviously, pencil was undoubtedly the best cooler weapon, which is why everyone spammed it, but I actually have the opinion that cooler itself was the issue. I know it's a hot take, but I've been saying for years now that Nintendo should nerf Tacticooler because just seeing it on every single comp is so boring. This game has like what, 19 specials or something? I personally think it's silly to have a single special so strong that it's basically a necessity to run it on every single competitive comp. I know that some people will argue that cooler is good for the game because it can make certain weapons viable, but at this point, I don't know if that's even true anymore because I just see the same 10 weapons being ran everywhere in competitive. If you ask me, Tacticooler was perfect before they gave it this buff. I remember thinking that Tacticooler was so cool when Splatoon 3 first came out because you really had to strategize on where to throw the fridge so your teammates could access it to grab the drinks. But this buff just kind of negated that because you can grab it from so far away now. It was a bad buff in the long run is what I'm getting at. I think it made cooler too strong. And I honestly believe that if they just undid this one buff, cooler would be in a perfect spot where it's still good, but not necessary anymore. And we might be able to see some more interesting weapons being used. So yeah, that's the primary reason why I quit comp specifically. It just got really old seeing the same cookie cutter comps everywhere. Not to mention, a lot of the weapons being used were just such a drag to go against, especially S-Blast and Decapitator. Another issue I had with comp, and I guess just the game in general, was the severe lack of buffs. I saw Prochara made a second channel video about this exact topic, so I won't get too much into this since everything I have to say is basically what he said. I'll link his video down below. But yeah, the devs being so scared to buff stuff in this game and playing it safe with the patches was one of the key elements as to why a lot of people have lost interest in this game. I get not wanting to go overboard with the buffs and making certain weapons overpowered, but come on, they could have played it a little less safe than they did. I don't really see the harm in taking some minor risks with powering up some of the weaker weapons in the game, because there's just so much trash in comparison to the few weapons that are good, and those trash weapons would never get anything besides some minor nothing burger buffs. Meanwhile, stuff like Splattershot, NZAP, and 52 Gal would get notable buffs consistently. It just didn't make sense. The devs seemed content with just the same 10 to 15 weapons always being good, while the rest of the weapons in the game are shoved to the side. Now, kind of veering away from the comp side of things, and just speaking about my general interest in Splatoon, that has also dwindled. And to be honest, I think the primary reason for that was just the lack of changes going from Splatoon 2 to Splatoon 3. The fact that we got no new ranked modes, and the general gameplay basically being the exact same thing, really started to catch up with me. I was okay with it at first, but the fact that my general interest in the game dwindled so much faster than Splatoon 2 says a lot. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they should have completely redesigned the game or something, because it still still needs to feel like Splatoon, but I do think they played it really safe and they definitely could have given us at least one new ranked mode. With that being said though, I really do think that when Splatoon 4 inevitably rolls around, they need to have some big changes. I'm talking like have it be 5v5 instead of 4v4, brand new game modes, a complete overhaul of weapons, stuff like that. I'll give them a pass for playing it safe in Splatoon 3, but they cannot do that again. So you might be wondering, Chase, were the third kits they added not enough to keep you interested in the game? Honestly, no, it wasn't. In my opinion, it was kind of too little too late. And there's also a ton of weapons that still don't have third kits. The third kits got added to the game right at the point when I was already starting to get checked out of the game, so yeah, these didn't really do much for me. Not even the Dapple Dooley's Nock T. It's a really fun weapon, don't get me wrong, but it's just not enough to keep me interested in the game, you know? So now this begs the question, will I come back if they add more third kits? Well, I'll definitely play the game again. Obviously, we don't have a third Tetra kit right now, so if we did get one, I'd certainly try it, but the amount I play it will probably solely depend on just how good the kit is. If the third Tetra kit gets Ink Mine and Ink Storm or something like that, yeah, I'm probably not gonna play that for more than a few matches. And that same principle goes for the other dualies that are missing third kits right now as well. Aside from my issues with Splatoon 3 itself, I've just been busy with other stuff too. I've been working and I've also been playing other games. I've actually been playing competitive Mario Kart World, which has been an absolute blast. If you guys didn't know, I was a competitive Mario Kart player before I ever tried competitive Splatoon, so I've really been enjoying the new game. By the way, if you're interested in Mario Kart at all, I do have a separate channel where I post competitive Mario Kart gameplay, which I will link down below. But yeah, I've been really into Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, lots of other Nintendo stuff. Before, I just played so much Splatoon, and only Splatoon, that it definitely makes sense why I feel so burnt out right now. But to recap, this isn't me saying goodbye forever. As I said, it wouldn't take a whole lot for me to come back. Just one solid patch, or the addition of more third kits, assuming they're mostly good, will definitely make me play the game and create content again. But who knows if that'll even happen? And if it does, when? They confirmed there will be another patch, but we're at the point in the game's life now where they're not going to patch the game on a consistent cycle. They're just going to do it when they feel like it. So a patch could maybe drop in mid-January, but we also might not see a patch until like June. Who knows? Of course, Splatoon Raiders is supposedly coming out later this year, which seems interesting. I don't know if that's a game I'll necessarily make content for, but I'm sure I'll pick it up and give it a try. And of course, when Splatoon 4 eventually comes out, I'd love to make content for that game, but I don't want to make any promises since I just don't know where I'll be in life when that game comes out. Cause I imagine it's still a few years away, and life is starting to get busier for me. But yeah, that's about it guys. Sorry for the really disorganized video, but I just kind of wanted to let you guys know all my current thoughts on Splatoon and where I've been the past few months. Again, this isn't goodbye forever, but I'm also not sure when I'll make my next video. Could be in a week, a month, 3 months, who knows? But regardless, I thank you all so much for supporting the channel up to this point. I hope you have a fantastic day, and goodbye.